Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Monday, March 27th, 2023. Thank you so much for joining me, of course. But do keep in mind, as always, it is general for the day for all 12 signs. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But the overall message for this upcoming Monday, a special vibe, a special vibe. I do feel as if this is speaking upon your energy being drawn to this reading, being in a good mood, at least for the most part throughout this day, a peaceful, coasting through kind of energy, a bit of effortless accomplishing, I want to say. A change of mind is now what I'm hearing. But I do feel like this is also speaking upon certain levels of appreciation, admiring, I want to say, in regards to one, if not multiple other people's vibe and energy as well. Say you're wrapped up with them in person, you could just be thinking about them, say they're at a distance. I'm hearing not right by your side, but I also feel like there's the potential for you to be appreciating and observing. They're saying eating up someone else's energy, special vibe online. That could be multiple people. Say you're watching a tarot reading or a different platform. But let's begin and pull from the wisdom deck. Probably should have got this ready. But I do feel like you're glowing throughout this day for whatever reason. Could be past efforts to take care of oneself, a re-implementing of a specific strategy for some, or a product, routine, if you will. But there's a feeling that you just feel good, right? And Spirit saying, well, then let's recognize and remember why you're feeling this good in certain moments throughout the day or the day as a whole, so we can keep that going, okay? To even enhance that glow moving forward, because you deserve, you owe it to oneself to maintain this high special vibration, because I feel like it's going to benefit your connections, you manifesting. It's going to benefit your work even, all right? And even small mundane tasks will feel more gratifying, more fulfilling, and just better. And you owe it to oneself once again. What else do we have for Monday? Okay, I've got Observer. Bear with me as I just was twitching a bit, being spiritually messed with. The Observer card and Orphaned. So naturally, this card's coming out because you're observing energy, vibes, other levels of observing taking place. You may be pushed to revisit your work or even your content online. That could be the same thing for you. And this will help you remember or recognize how far you've come in your spiritual growth, okay? Your growth in general as an individual, how much you've changed, to potentially remind you why you do what you do or why you left something behind. I feel like there's a thought of somebody who you dated once upon a time and why, could have been a friend, but it feels more dating for a lot. And Spirit's saying we need you to remember why this didn't work out or why they were not the right option for you. Because I do feel like some drawn to the reading are the singles pretty much are being prepared to make a decision, and when it comes to dating moving forward, to pick and choose and select the right option for you, trusting your intuition and tying that in with your knowledge from who you've been wrapped up with in the past. But I do also feel like this is going to remind some drawn to the reading why you date or are committed to the specific person that you are at this time and moving forward, all right? It's a key reminder, recognizing kind of moment. But Orphaned, I do feel like there is a bit of a to oneself kind of hermit mode vibe, some of which thinking about a bit of loneliness at times or just wanting more connecting. But I do feel like this is going to be awarded to you moving forward. You're going to be manifesting more connections with people, busier times. I'm getting the vibe that you're going to have a schedule moving forward where you're going to be very, for the most part, jam-packed, where it feels like there's going to be a lot of work, a lot of busy time, tasks, cleaning up in between, running errands. And then Spirit's saying we're filling up the majority of the excess space with self-care and connecting with people. Not a ton of, they're saying downtime or lazy time, okay? Of course, some of which does need to come to be at certain points to heal, to replenish, right? To get back to an energized way of being, state of being. But it feels like they're saying you're not going to get too much of an option whether or not connections take a highlight. I feel like some will prioritize it either way or make time either way, but there are naturally some drawn to the reading who would just kind of keep to oneself more so, right? And you might have been doing this for a while now or recently, but we need you to get ready to connect with some special vibing people, okay? People who you have interests in common with. Clean it up, clean it up. I feel like there's a focus on you cleaning up your energy at certain points, whether you picked up on somebody else's or multiple people's, even say when you're watching a reading online or something of the sort, or viewing other content. But also there could be a focus to an extent on cleaning up your environment. Your housing situation could be you wanting to clean up your looks even more so. And Spirit saying this is going to again assist in enhancing this good vibration about you and your glow all the meanwhile. But I feel a proud way about your energy being drawn to this reading, a sense of, if you look at this animal here with the chin held high, feeling quite, okay, proper at certain points, a bit more put together than the previous days or in your recent past in general, but a sense of you feeling good and being reminded that you should feel good about all you've overcome, even what you still cope with and deal with and overcome at this time in your present day situation or situations. Okay, a face of a victorious soul. That's what I'm getting. Interesting. But we also have the fates. I do feel like there's a focus on fated connections, okay, moving forward, fated endings, bear with me. Some of which it has to do with something that did make you nervous or would have overcomplicated your life in the wrong way or ways. But a focus on your feminine side, all right, with the yin card, a feeling that you need to get in touch with what's going to make you most emotionally satisfied moving forward, however that works for you, right? This might involve you or push you to make a change moving forward, say moving towards a new type of connection, finally reaching for certain levels of fulfillment. Otherwise, it could be a career switch up for some, or a different level of taking care of oneself. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, there's a focus on your intuition, your spiritual connection, your deep knowing within. When you feel something quite clearly, and they're saying it might feel a bit heavy in a sense, just being such a deep, on point knowing. I just feel this. Trust it. There's a reasoning. And this might even help you with the decision. It might help you better understand something, to better connect with somebody or accomplish what you need to. And I feel like for some, this deep knowing will be expanding moving forward, all right, illuminating what needs to be understood. Beautiful. So with that said and done, let's move on to some tarot. We're going to pull from the Mystic Mondays. Bear with me. Let's do some shuffling. Yeah, look at that. In the midst of being pushed to decide or get ready to make certain important decisions for oneself, potentially in the midst of a balancing act for oneself, okay, you're being watched. For some, for the better and for the worse. Some, I feel like there's thoughts of a push to remember who spied on you or who even is currently spying on you. It is not to be trusted with your energy and your trust. Not to be trusted with your trust. But I do feel as if there's just thoughts of you leaving people, places, and situations behind, and how this is helping you live a better life for oneself, where you're surrounded and wrapped up with people, places, and situations that assist in your growth, that leave you feeling comfortable all the meanwhile. Right? Like, say you could be pushed to think about a job or multiple that you left behind because you weren't going to be comfortable there, or you weren't, right? Or it didn't give you the opportunity or opportunities to exceed your potential. It's all about you, is what I'm hearing. You might feel a bit in the spotlight at certain points throughout this day. A bit of passing energy is now what I'm getting. I don't know what that's about. The Four of Pentacles, because I do feel like there's observations in regards to where your control lies. You could be pushed to look closer at your finances, given you've been overspending, potentially doing better than you thought for some. It's going to vary from case to case in regards to that. But there's a feeling that you are also being pushed to recognize that you are very much in control of the way your future unravels. Some need to remember this because it feels like at times you're so spiritually connected, or just things change at times out of your control or out of your hands, feeling like you just kind of are rolling with the punches, just trying to adapt, just trying to make the right choices for oneself. But I feel like, again, there's a huge focus on your deep knowing, your intuition, and asking oneself, what's going to be right for me? What's going to leave me feeling more in control, more fulfilled, and help me save more money all the meanwhile? Okay. But I do feel like there is a bit of a focus, thoughts of a new position for oneself within your career. Could be more so in regards to a new place to live, a new car. You will fulfill your financial goals moving forward, and that will make you feel even more special in vibration. Okay. But it's a day where you're walking with confidence, with strength, and even if you don't fully realize it in the moment, and this is going to leave you feeling even more victorious. I do feel like there's levels of victory and conquering, overcoming, achieving throughout this day that just feels on point for you. It feels like you're doing what you're meant to, or you just simply are good at what you do. Be proud of oneself, right? But there's a strength once again where going back to that clean it up card, a chin held high. I've been through a lot. I'm gonna overcome what I need to moving forward. I'm going to succeed even more so. And just being very, I want to say, proud of your good looks. And so be it. That's okay. And I sense that you need to be feeling confident moving forward to begin certain new situations, regardless of what that is for you, and to continue what you're meant to in a very successful manner. There's a sense of you in a very strong way being pushed, even pushing oneself to reach for more fulfillment once again, better for you in the long run, right? Even if this takes a bit of time to achieve this goal, excuse me, or multiple goals, you'll reach for it and succeed in the end because you had to do that in a different way or in a similar way. If you were to rewind back, it's a day that reminds you to cherish the special vibes when it comes to content creators, when it comes to special moments, right? Other people in your life of importance, and especially to look after, to protect, and enhance your own special vibe. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Monday, and I'll definitely see you next time.